Razaban for FightHype.com. With me, I've got my man Spencer Fearon, aka The Knowledge. What's going on, Spence?
I'm good. Blessed, highly favoured. Even better for seeing you, Raz. Yeah, I mean, slipped my disc on the weekend, you know. So I've been, oh mate.
Not good to hear.
But you understand, I'm still come to work. That's how I'm rolling. Not missing that day's work. Andy Scott knows what time of day it is.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yep.
For the podcast, I know you're in the middle of this interview. Apologies, everyone that's watching. I'm going to come and grab you. We're going to go and do Haye for the podcast in that room.
Right,
you carry
cool.
on. I can't stop you.
Cool.
Sorry, apologies.
Right, don't keep that in there. Keep that in there. You got to know. You got to know. Well, that's exactly where we're going to go over there. Yes, over there.
We're here in central London for the official announcement of the rematch for David Haye and Tony Bellew. The rematch, May 5th. We saw a different side of David Haye today, quite a humble version, as Tony Bellew cited out. What did you make of the press conference today?
You know what? It was contained. I mean, no punches being thrown today, no hypes. I mean, no adverse foul language. Once or twice, Tony Bellew used profanities, but in retrospect to which he was using it, that I could understand to the connotations where it came out. So it was very contained. But believe me, they both were going to come to fight. And looking at David Haye, it looks like he has turned back the clock because he looks younger. And look at David Haye, like he's cut the weight and stuff. He looks younger, he looks very fresh. But Tony Bellew's under no illusion about what David Haye's going to bring. David Haye's going to try to smash him up, so he knows what he's going to have to bring to the table, and it makes the fight interesting.
David Haye's been very vocal, and he said that if he loses, he retires, and if he wins, he may still retire. But do you believe that deep down he still wants to become a heavyweight champion?
Of course he does. I mean, come on, man. He's had that taste. You ever had that taste? You know, it's like it's like a virgin losing their virginity with a girl who knows what she's doing. You will come back for more. And this is exactly what this is. Exactly what it is.
What does David have to do different, obviously, this fight? Obviously, he doesn't blame the injury that he had in the previous fight.
You know, I rate him for not blaming it. Because if I was him, I'd be blaming that straight away. But I was injured, man. Whoa, I was injured. No, he's left that for the David Haye fans and the groupies of David Haye to say that it was because he was injured. But you have to look on the fight and say, what round was he injured? And really and truly, we was thinking this fight, if David Haye was to go out and clap Tony Bellew, the fight would have been over in 3-4 rounds. It wasn't. Tony Bellew was still in the fight, and Tony Bellew actually made it a fight. And Tony Bellew was actually doing some very smart 50s style fights. He was like times when he was on the ropes and he was shoulder pulling and rolling and front back shots. Very allied to Ezed Charles, or very allied to Jojo Walcott. Great fighters of the 40s and 50s. Which I know that he's been studying. He's got a very good trainer in Dave Caldwell, who will have him working on particulars in the fight, and this is what makes it a great fight. You know what I mean?
The first fight, David Haye was a huge favourite to win. Do you see a reverse in that now?
You know what? The fight has a lot of intangibles. I remember not too sure on who's going to win, and then I saw David Haye at the public workout. I was telling everyone he's going to lose. Everyone. I remember Eddie Hearn and Adam Smith were right beside me. I said, he's going to lose. He looked slow, he looked sluggish, timing was off, nothing was right. And I know when people are trying to, you see, you've got to really study boxing. You young kids, you just come to this game. When you study the game, you know when someone's actually faking it. When he was hitting the pads, he was faking it. No, let me just overly try and be like this He-Man and punch the pad and let everyone get shook by it. And people go, oh. No, you ain't going to fool me. I know that your timing was off. We're going to see a better timing because we can see now he's got a new trainer as well. And he looks like a different guy. But looks, and I don't mean that. What you're going to produce on the night, that's what makes it interesting.
Have you got an early prediction right now?
Early prediction. I would favour Tony Bellew now because he's been in there with a heavier David Haye who was banging, who was looking down, like Tony Bellew was saying, the guy could punch. Now more than ever, I'm saying, I look at Tony Bellew points. I don't think Tony Bellew could stop him, because I don't think if the injury didn't happen that Tony Bellew could have stopped him. But I think because Tony Bellew's been more active at higher competition of recent times, I would look on Tony Bellew, and I would slightly favour Tony Bellew to win this fight on points. That's what I would go for.